We just rocked up to the venue. We're shooting a really cool scene for the Psychosis music video.
Location scouting for the live show scene, I guess we'll call it. There were a bunch of different places that I hit up, and we really wanted it to be like a venue we were familiar with. So Factory Floor, we've played heaps of shows there before.
When we were starting out for the first couple of years, it was our stomping ground in Sydney. Like, we'd play a lot of shows there with a few bands, and some were good, and some shows we were like literally playing to not many people at all, and that was where the joke came about of like not having anyone there.
Yeah, I mean, Factory Floor was cool. We just kind of lit it like a little bit like how we do like normie music videos, like just tubes, a key light. There was like flashing lights. We used a bit of the stage lighting, so it looked like a bit of a gig.
So we're going to be doing a little bit of a skit on the music video. Going to be performing a little bit, and then we're doing some acting for the first time ever. It's going to be fucked. I'm going to suck at it, but who cares?
So I've got the shooting schedule here as well. That'll help you. Like, these are all the blocking out the stuff of like
so
where you need to shoot. Right. Don't worry about so much the times, more so like what's being shot together, I guess.
So Factory Floor, stage performance, individual silhouettes, dialogue scene, sound by scene. So that's what we're shooting now.
Yeah.
And then 9 p.m. to 3 p.m. 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Driving. So part one, driving.
It was weird. It was like we were setting up to play a show, and there was obviously we didn't have our amps plugged in or anything, so it was just the song playing through a PA, and Adam, the guy on drums, him just like blasting away.
We were just trying to simulate a show, but with no one there, we thought it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, because we're never prepared. We're just going to use these as like fake things to sit our shit on.
Wait, does that mean that Axe you're going to see it on crates?
Well, we can put like a black fucking thing on it, like a Cal's still got like the stand and shit we can use.
But it looks like shit.
Yeah, maybe
that's why nobody's here. Because it looks like shit.
We're trying to make you look like a bargain bin, like kind
bargain
of
bin
right?
band.
Yeah. So I think the axe effects on the crates just were really like push that idea.
That's fucked. We need some milk bottles to put in there.
Yeah, I think maybe the shitter we can make this look, the better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chuck our wide lens on and maybe stand like
Right there?
Yeah.
Alex is really good with his penmanship. We were like, hey, do us a sign like that says Diamond Construct $1.
And they're like, can you do a $1 sign for a ticket?
Yeah, there's a bit of plastic from Bunnings.
If you need signatures forged, I offer my service.
Man, fuck this shit. Oh, fuck it.
Look at the camera.
Man, fuck this shit.
I mean, yeah, the boys aren't actors. Definitely shows. Definitely shows. But I think the charm of the video is that they are, you know, it's the band. It's like, this is what they're like. If you've ever met them, if you've ever spoken to them, that's how they talk. That's how they act. And I think that like that's really cool that they just go in full normie mode. And they're like, yo, let's leave. This sucks. And they're all like disappointed. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was cool. Action.
Yeah, dude, there's no one here. Let's fucking bounce out here.
It's really good. These are really good. You've done way better than I thought you were going to do.
Let's just say let's bounce.
I reckon let's bounce. And action.
Yeah, dude, there's no one fucking here. Let's bounce.
Sick.
Are we on home and away yet, or what? I like acting. I like being stupid, and I'm actually not really all that camera shy. Very first time that we've actually all been on camera doing dialogue together, so that was like, it actually worked out. I was kind of a bit like sketchy on like how everyone would like gel.
Yeah, it was a different scene to do, especially acting. Like I don't know, I've never done that before, but it'd be really cool to do that kind of thing again.
And no one look at the camera either, because the camera's not there.
When he says boys way, I guess two boys at the back, Kind of just split.
Yeah.
Right, and action.
Boys, hold up. We're gonna get something.
I reckon, you can exaggerate. I reckon more heat on it.
Yeah, just like,
Alright, and action.
Wait, boys, wait up. We're gonna get something.
That one was the best one?
Yeah,
The factory floor scene actually had two elements of it. Dialogue and stuff was in that part, but we also snuck in another scene, which is in the breakdown section, where we just have like us silhouetted against these crazy lights and smoke. So you can't actually tell, but that was actually also shot there. We did that all in one afternoon, and we got it done really quickly. We were really stoked with how that turned out actually, because it was like exactly how our vision was from the start.
Yo, what's up? We just rocked up to the alleyway that we're gonna be shooting the music video in. I think we're actually walking up to it now. But damn, this is gonna be sick.
I scouted about 15 different locations to find the shot for the alleyway. It was actually my mum who found it, because she'd been to dinner at one of the restaurants next to it.
so you reckon this spot?
Oh, yeah, facing, camera facing this one too.
Yeah, I like that way better.
This is pretty sick though, this way. Looks a bit tighter. We do some amendments, but look even better when it hits 7:45 and the sun starts to go down.
I want to get this done in an hour. So, I don't even think it's going to take an hour.
It probably won't.
I'm picturing you forward.
Yeah.
And them in the back.
Then I'm kind of like doing that. Like, if you look at the Scarlet clip as well, he's got full body shots in there with the establishing shots, you know, slow-mo kind of footage of the shoot. Yeah. And that's like the entering kind of shots that we wanted at 0 to 8 seconds.
Which starts going to?
Like the establishing shots, that kind of like speed shoot, that's just applying to the establishing shots.
This is just a 100%. Let's get shut down. But we'll get what we need before it gets shut down.
The first scene that we shot was late afternoon, people were having dinner and stuff like that, right in the middle of Sydney, like in the city. We were down this alleyway and we were shooting like these scenes with these insane outfits on, doing like all this breakdancing moves and, you know, smoking ciggies and like all these lights around us, doing crazy shit.
The other way was chill. Like, I think everyone was a bit nervous just because there's heaps of fucking people around everywhere.
There were like 3 different restaurants on the strip, and there was one like higher up, like with a big like window.
Just set up lighting, and we just set up like a little Yui boom. We started moshing. Old mate took his shirt off and started dancing, and people were just kind of like, okay, like this is what it is.
And there was a bunch of hooligans basically breakdancing at the entrance.
Yeah, I mean, there's some restaurants and stuff here. The worst thing that I think is going to happen is people are going to come out and be like, yo, what are you guys doing? And you're like, yo, we're shooting a music video. And they're going to be like, oh, okay. But what's going to happen, like, what can happen after that?
Sydney, they got to accept it.
They're going to say, yo, that's mad. Who's the band? Yeah. Like, that's the worst thing that will happen.
Yeah. We weren't really bothering anybody. It was just, it would have been something to see, like the boys dancing and just their outfits, wearing like Fox motocross gear, old mate jacked like with his shirt off.
Oh, I love break fucking that city, that's so sick. Hang on, I just want to get to the city. Come on. That's the toughest shit I've seen all week.
It's very weird shooting in public when you've got people walking past looking at you and you have to stop.
We had about like 40 people just watching us shoot this film clip in the weirdest clothing ever.
And all the people in the background that are literally walking past, like they had no idea, or they would have an idea of what we're doing, they'd just walk past anyway, and we're like, yeah, that looks legit, like, looks real, let's keep them in it.
Every 5 seconds. Yep, come through now, we're shooting now. Like,
if you were just a normie person walking past, you would have, yeah, you would have been like, that's something, that is something happening there.
At one stage, there was just whole groups of people coming through for dinner and whatever else.
Yep. See, Brad's come in. This is magic, bro.
Oh, this is Kyle. He's our dancer for tonight. It's gonna be fucking lit.
So obviously, there's a dancer involved in this, and he's my friend from school. We were in the same year together, like since kindergarten.
I gotta watch this now. Dude, I'm telling people this guy's in the band. I don't give a fuck.
He brought a really good flair to the music video that we wanted, so we definitely want to move into doing a lot more of that.
We've just been crushing it out here with the pink lighting. So sick. We've had so many people come up and just like they're stoked that it's a music video. A few people that are like, don't know if they want to walk through, but they're all in the clip now apparently. So yeah, I think what we do is we do the car park stuff. They don't have to wait. And then when it's later and there's no traffic on the road, then we do the night driving stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, and that way you can get to sleep. Because he needs his rest because he's jacked, motherfuckers. Thanks, Dad.
Wait, that was the part where Kyle took his shirt off and everyone was like, holy shit.
Yeah, Carl was about to like meet the dude with the Mustang. He's like, if it's a Mustang, it's
Our car legit just fucking rocked up. Look at this shit.
So yeah, it was a 67 Ford Mustang, soft top convertible, so it was pretty cool.
Fuck, I'm lost for words, man. I've seen it in videos and photos, but like when it just rocked up and after that scene that we just shot, it just keeps getting better and better, baby. We are here, we're in the car park. We're gonna set up a shoot, check out the buildings behind me. It's gonna look fucking great.
Let's get boombox party and we It's like, you know, like someone will never know. Stuff like that. We're also doing another show. So like, I've got the mask. I'm pouring everything up. Draw like some crazy like. Yeah. Going in my mouth. Yeah, sick. That's mad. Yep. And then hold it.
Take me for granted, regret it, I promise you that. You left me broken and beaten, you never told me that. Just get the fuck away from me and leave me alone. Just get the fuck away from me and leave me alone. Just get the fuck away from me and leave me alone. Just get the fuck away from me and leave me alone.
Okay, so the driving scenes, my favorite part was the wide shots of Kynan when he's in the car and we're just kind of like doing laps around the car park.
There was times where we were driving along the car and I was just like fully hanging out the window trying to get these crazy like angles and stuff for the camera. And it was a little bit sketch, but Cal was like honestly driving really well. Like he was only probably going maximum like maybe 25 Ks.
Super hard to drive. It's so like the steering wheel and like just the steering in general is just so hard when you're turning, especially like when you're going slow and like in a confined space and like a car park and stuff. I was super stressed. Yeah, driving with the mask was pretty difficult. I was sweating.
I think it was more uncomfortable for the boys in the back.
Driving scene was horrible for me. It's a 4-seater car, that car, and I was in the middle, crushed by everyone.
Yeah, the car was very uncomfortable.
We had Pinzoni, our fill-in drummer, who's like 7 feet tall, like basketball man, and just absolutely like in this tiny back seat.
That was fun. We ain't even moving yet and that's fun.
By that point, we've been going for hours, holding that boombox up and heavy shit, and I was holding it above my head.
My earrings got caught in his hair like 10 times.
I nearly ripped his ear off.
So if you're looking at my face and I look like I'm in pain in that clip, that is why.
We've got those paper bags over the bottles that looks like we're all getting hell pissed. It's kombucha.
We were drinking kombucha.
It's a bit of booch.
Butchy cum kombucha.
Yeah, we used just a car mount. It was a 2 suction cup system to mount the camera on the car as the boys drove around town.
Set that up and we were finding that there was a little bit of like bumpiness in it, but when we actually watched it all back, like everything was in unison and it actually worked out fine. We were a little bit worried about that shot, but it turned out really sick.
You know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's vibrating, but that's not too bad.
Alright, so we're having some car troubles and the car is not starting, so we're about to jump start it.
Should be fun. When we were shooting, the car broke down, which was hell shit, but we ended up getting it back up and running.
The car broke down, the car ran out of fuel.
Diamond Construct car troubles.
Yes. Boombox was sick. We actually had 2 or 3, I think, to choose from. And we ended up selecting that one because it had all the graffiti like over the speakers.
I hit up my my manager and he gave us like 3 or 4 different boomboxes to choose from, and we just went with like the steeziest pretty much.
One of the best actual cuts in the edits was the spinning boombox going into like another dimension. So that was something really cool that Colin did. I love that bit.
Sorry, interrupting this Junkies Anonymous meeting.
No, it's okay.
Getting ready to go and shoot in a convenience. Actually, we're going to IGA.
No, it's Junkies Anonymous. We're gonna go shoot up in IGA.
That's what he meant to say.
So the IGA was my local IGA.
We wanted to shoot obviously this scene at the supermarket at this local IGA, and we walked in there and like kind of was like, oh, can we do this?
IGA was probably my favourite scene just because Braden is like loading, I think, pasta into and kind of real serious was like, kind of was like, yeah man, if you knew Braid's like, he loves pasta, hey? But like real serious about him liking pasta, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah, it's so many people, like it's harder for him to say yes when it's like, hey, can me and my family of 12 just come in real quick?
Callum went and asked first, who's the nice boy? I think Callum was the nice boy. And they were like, nah.
The girl was like, oh, hang on, I've just got to check with my manager. Called the manager up and he was like, nah, no chance.
Yeah, so we thought we weren't going to be able to do it.
So then we're like, all right, whatever. Like we left and then we were outside and we were kind of like, oh, well, let's go somewhere else.
All right, no go.
Where's the next one? There's heaps. What do Woolies work?
And then Cal was like, I'll go ask him, I'll convince her.
Like, please let us use it.
I just went back in and batted my eyelashes a bit and convinced them to let us film in there for 5 minutes. The girl still sees me like all the time when I go in there and just laughs.
Yeah, Cal's sweet talk, mate. We've all fallen victim to it before.
No, we got to give her a huge thanks. She's doing us a big favour.
Yeah.
So, shout out.
Oh, we can't shout him out because like then she'll get in trouble. So thank you to that chick from that random place.
Yeah. Fuck, let's go. Let's go, boys. He joked about saying he was taking her out to dinner, but I don't know if he was joking, so it's just... Fuck. Let's go.
Yeah, and then we sort of walked in, we had like all the gear and the cameras and stuff, and I think they were kind of like, oh, and we're like, yo, we're just gonna be in and out real quick. I think we run 2 takes, and we were like, that's it, like we've got it.
So we sort of need to be like,
Oh yeah, like yeah. So I need to be like right in front of
you kind of need to be like on top of the camera.
Yeah, it kind of wraps around when you get to like the side of it.
It
It's
is
funny that they're having a
staunch
staunch off with me because I've got a bad kid on.
Oh really?
Those lads over there. They were looking over like, what? I think we did that IGA scene in like 2 takes. The first one, everyone was like, yeah, that's so good, so good. And then I was like, no, I can get a little bit more energy out of it. And so then I was just absolutely busting out like a fucking mental patient or something like that. So we were going ham on that, and it was a bit weird because in the corner of my eye when I was doing the moves, I was looking down the front like every now and then, and I could see there was like 3 or 4 people poking their head around the corners of the aisle just laughing and being like, what the fuck is going on? So that was pretty strange doing that, I must say.
Sort of
Getting in the camera's face
yeah,
a bit more.
I wouldn't mind you kind of like
crawl along the ground.
like some of the,
Sorry man,
like just like like doing a bit more crouchy kind of easy type of stuff.
Yeah.
Even if
IGA scene was lit. It was heaps of fun. Just rolling in, being like, oi.
2, 1, action. Attitude on the edges. Yeah, perfect speed. Yeah, that's it. Love that, Cal. Give me more of that. Kick it. Boom. That was the best one.
You guys are perfect in that one.
Right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Playback. Right, here we go. Big attitude, kind of. Attitude on the edges. Get in the face, kind of. Yep, that's it. And kick. See, that was perfect. Yep, that.
This is good.
Yep.
Bro, that's
perfect.
That's it. All right.
Yeah,
Pack the shells back up.
Yeah, oh yeah, one of the cashiers was like Snapchatting all of her friends, probably just being like, what the fuck?
You can hear it now.
How's every scene that we keep getting, we're like, no, this is the best scene. No, this is the best scene.
I made note of that. You're like, this is perfect. No, one more. No, this one's perfect. This is the exact right. No one's doing this.
I'll tell you right here where I love it.
When he real crowd.
Right here, right here.
Yes, into it. That
Right
lens
there,
is sick for
right
that.
there, man.
That lens is perfect for that. And then the kick.
It's just because with that last bit, when you drop down, you like kind of drop down like right on the beat.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, oh man, it's just it's on.
We're here, we're about to shoot the last scene for Psychosis. It's been the most insane video I've ever done.
Last scene for Psychosis, and then tomorrow we got City playing a show. Let's fucking do this shit.
We are trying to scout a location for this Beastie Boys walking scene.
Around there, like just down this way.
I reckon down there is very good.
Yeah. Right. Let's do it.
That's much more street one.
How will we
Yeah, it's from there.
Just walking.
Over here.
The other part of the tree outside. Yeah. This is the whole photo bit. And that's right. How long your walk is?
It's, well, the section goes for, what, 12 seconds, the same as the other one, basically.
Oh, okay.
So imagine the same length as what we just shot.
Probably,
Give it practice
do you want to like walk out?
Yeah, probably from the
Alright.
Alright, ready? That's a wrap, boys. That's a
Diamond construct fashion. Diamond construct. It's a wrap, gang. Killed it.